happy to be here today
Yeah.
to do your promo here.
Do you know, the one thing I've always been told is that you should be happy when you look at your diary and it's full up with people wanting to interview you and travel, because when you're not, you know that something's not quite going right. It's kind of one of the most exciting records for me to make since I made Born to Do It, the first album. I still feel like a kid at heart. I still feel like no different than I did when I first started. The only thing now is that lyrically, I've got more to talk about, more things I've experienced, obviously, but I still feel as fresh. I still feel like I'm a DJ at heart. I love walking into a club, watching what DJ's playing. Usually when I drink too many shots of tequila and I get a little bit tipsy, the first thing I think about is I want a DJ, which is not necessarily a good thing when you're tipsy, but it makes sense. First I put my hand up in the air, I'm like, yeah. No, to be honest, when my music is played in the clubs, it's cool because I like seeing the reaction of other people. But it's weird because other people wanting to see the reaction of me. They're looking at me thinking, is he going to dance to his own music? What's he going to do? And you know what? Sometimes I'm like a bit reserved and I'm a bit chilled. But then sometimes I'm like, you know what? No, it is my song that's playing. I like my song. I'm going to dance to my song. That's all good. Because sometimes you can be a bit too modest. Exactly the same thing, slightly digressing. When you walk into an airport, sometimes I'd have the privilege of someone taking me through, past some of the lines, get me into the past customs, put my baggage through really quick. And I used to put my head down a little bit and feel a bit weird because all these people have been queuing for such a long time and I'm walking through. So I keep my head down thinking, but then all of a sudden, the older I got, I thought, you know what? I don't even care. I'm going to put my head up high. I'm walking through here and I'm going to enjoy this, rather than every time trying to like justify what you're doing. So that's cool. Do you know what? I like to try and, I mean, the weekend is always usually the best time. I mean, there's nights in the week, but to be honest, because I'm out there singing live and I'm performing, I can't, if I go clubbing and then I try and sing the next day, it's like game over. So I always try and be careful and time it, that if I'm going to go to a club, usually the weekends are better because I'll get Friday and then I might have Saturday, Sunday off and then start again Monday. So I'm cool. But I like to get out to the clubs because if you're not involved if you're not in the clubs, you don't know what's going on. If you're not on the football pitch, you're not going to score a goal. You know what? I'm single at the moment. I was single when I wrote the album. And you know what? Sometimes it's good when you're single writing an album because you can be a bit more kind of one of the guys talking about what he wants, rather than when you're in love and you're in a relationship. It becomes very romantic. It becomes very, I love you, how much I want to be with you, how great you are. And it's cool, but knowing my generation I grew up with, everyone's like, what are we doing Friday night? I want to go clubbing. Right, I want to find a nice girl. And it's just all kind of like it's like fast food. It wants to move fast. I'm only 26 years old. I've got time to do the real love albums. And even saying that, the story goes, it was a very emotional record. And I just want to make a record that is representation of me being 26. So.
Do you have a type of girl?
I do, but don't. She needs to be hot. That's a good start. Just hot. You look at her like, wow, you're hot.
You like people to look at her and say, she's
hot.
My girl.
That's always good. That's nice. That makes you feel like, yeah, I've got ownership of you. But at the same time, she needs to be intelligent, funny, witty, can walk into a place, into a restaurant, sit down with me, have dinner with other people and be able to interact and not be like, oh, I'm too shy to say anything. It's like, come on, say something. I don't want to hold your hand all the time. She needs to be ambitious. She needs to be driven in that sense, but then she can be really funny and stupid if she wants. Have times where she just wants to be an idiot. I like someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously. That's pretty much my ideal girl.
So you are looking for the perfect girl?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good luck.
I'm on my travel. I'm like 26 years in, still haven't found her, so I've still got a little time to go.
And could you date a fan?
See, that dating a fan one's always a bit of a grey area, because the abbreviation of fan or fan is the abbreviation of being fanatical. So if I was sitting at home and we're watching a film with a fan, and all she's doing is not looking at the film, is watching me saying, "Oh, I love filming in. I love when you did that." I'm walking away. Just when I heard that, it just made me feel amazing. That's not really going to be the best situation. So I think if she was a fan, but she has the ability to not be phased by it all, then it could work. But if you're going to do that,